Big changes are on the horizon in Coronation Street, with the iconic Rovers Return Inn set to come under brand new management next week. The shift in ownership marks the end of an era for Jenny Connor, and the start of fresh drama for those left behind. Longtime viewers know the pub has always been more than just a local watering hole. It's a cornerstone of Weatherfield life. But now, after a series of financial mishaps, personal betrayals, and mounting pressure, Jenny is preparing to hand over the keys for good. Jenny's fall from grace began when she made a fateful decision alongside stepdaughter Daisy Midgley. After discovering that £250,000 had been embezzled from Underworld by serial fraudster Stephen Reed, Jenny and Daisy chose not to report the funds. Instead, they used the stolen money to buy the Rovers and keep it out of external hands. For a time, it seemed like their gamble had paid off. But secrets rarely stay buried in Weatherfield. The truth eventually came to light, and when Carla Connor, the rightful owner of the stolen funds, discovered their betrayal, she was furious. Though the three women struck a repayment plan, their fragile alliance didn't last. The arrangement unraveled entirely earlier this year when Carla faced a medical crisis. Diagnosed with sepsis, she urgently needed a second kidney transplant and opted for private health care, which came at a steep cost. With her health on the line, Carla had no choice but to call in the full debt. But Jenny and Daisy were unable to repay the sum. With no other viable option, Carla decided to put the Rovers on the market. Still desperate to hold onto her beloved pub, Jenny made a last-ditch attempt to secure ownership. After inheriting £60,000 through shares, she planned to apply for a business loan and offered Carla first refusal. All without telling Daisy. The betrayal cuts both ways. Daisy, feeling sidelined and resentful, decided to take matters into her own hands. In a shocking move, she teamed up with her estranged mother, Christina Midgley, and catfished Jenny. The duo managed to trick Jenny into revealing her financial plans, then ran off with the inheritance money, leaving Jenny devastated and broke. With her final lifeline gone, Jenny has had to face the reality that her time as landlady is truly over. In upcoming scenes, viewers will see her pack up her things and prepare for a new chapter. She moves in with close friend Rita Tanner, while Ryan Connor takes up a new position with Debbie Webster, signaling that the old Rovers crew is scattering. Meanwhile, Carla is left with the challenge of keeping the pub afloat. Not one to waste time, she appoints Glenda Shuttleworth as the new manager. Glenda, who's always been a lively presence behind the bar, is excited by the promotion, but quickly finds the role more demanding than expected. In her first few shifts, Glenda reports back to Carla with a serious concern. The Rovers is critically understaffed. Running the pub without Jenny's experience and leadership proves to be tougher than anticipated, and Glenda is left scrambling to fill the gap. This raises a burning question for Carla. Will she be able to steady the ship in time? Or will she be forced to do the unthinkable and ask Jenny to return? Carla's dilemma has fans speculating about the pub's future. While some believe Glenda could thrive with a bit more support, others wonder whether Carla might realize that Jenny's deep connection to the Rovers and her years of experience can't be easily replaced. Could a surprise reconciliation be in the cards? The dramatic exit marks a poignant moment in Jenny's journey. Since taking over the pub, she has been a constant presence behind the bar, offering a mix of warmth, wit, and fierce loyalty. Her departure doesn't just mark a business shift. It's an emotional turning point for Weatherfield's community hub. With the pub now up for grabs and a new manager struggling to stay afloat, the next few episodes promise plenty of tension, fresh faces, and perhaps even a few unlikely alliances. One thing is certain, the Rovers' return is entering a new era, and in true Coronation Street fashion, it won't be without its fair share of drama, heartbreak, and surprises. As fans gear up to say farewell to Jenny's reign, all eyes will be on Carla and Glenda to see whether they can breathe new life into the pub, or whether the legacy of the Rovers will require one more twist before the dust settles.